this. Turn around. Now you're hooked. Sweet. Alright, real quick. Alright, so what I thought I would do, we just picked up, we're in Michigan, we're picking up our first load. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys how to tarp it in this week's Tuesday dump. We're kind of waiting on a load like this to show you guys how to use a steel tarp when it comes to tarping. Also, there's a cool trick that I'm gonna show you guys, especially for you TMC guys, new drivers or whatnot. This load covers the entire trailer, and you guys know that the steel tarps, the tarps that we're about to use, don't actually cover the full trailer. So I'm going to show you guys a trick that you can use your padding tarp to help assist you with tarping. So we'll go ahead, roll the intro, and we'll jump into this. Sweet. All right, think you can get up that way? You're going to need a ladder. You always want to start with the back tarp first, not the front tarp. Obviously, because the front tarp is going to overlay the back tarp. I'm going to use the front tarp real quick to show you how to do the back tarp. All right, so bring that more this way. Bring it to me. All right, so for you, because I'm teaching you while I'm teaching people at home as well. Again, just like I've talked before, steel tarp. Here's the one flap right here. There's two flaps over here. That means this is the center of your tarp. So this is always gonna wanna scoop towards the center, all right? Now with the lumber tarps, we know the lumber tarps got that flat. The steel tarps don't have that flat, all right? So I'll show you, but essentially, once we unfold this, then you'll have to take the very edge of this tarp and actually bring it all the way to the bottom to touch the trailer, all right? So just like how we set this up right here, you're gonna do the exact same thing with that one all the way in the back. Now, before we set that up though, we got something else we gotta do. Uno momento. All right, I need a padding tarp. All right, so the thing about steel tarps don't cover the whole trailer. So you're gonna need a padding tarp. So what we're gonna do is when we go to open up the steel tarp, we're just gonna bring it to the very edge of the load, all right? We're not gonna be able to bring it all the way down. So we're gonna use this padding tarp to help cover that back end that this won't cover. So roll that out of the way for now. And go ahead and open this up. Now padding tarps, usually they're used for padding, henceforth the name padding tarp. You also use them as a smoke tarp. So they serve multiple purposes, which is pretty nice. And usually it's just a cut up steel or lumber tarp. All right. So open this up and kick that off this side. All right, go ahead and open this. Good. Perfect. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this hook or this bungee, I'm gonna run it like this, hook it to the rub rail, pull all this out. That way, it gives me a nice flush corner, and I can run this up under the load like so. It doesn't have to be picture perfect because this is going to be underneath the actual steel tarp. Big old log trucks. Do what? Yep. That looks perfect to me. You can start unrolling it. Now he's gonna open it up. I'm going to assist. Alright, this is opened up. God, look how crisp that is. That's a crispy tarp job. Look at crispy. Perfect. And then the very first thing I'm gonna do now that the tarp is open. Yep, you can start setting that one up. I'm gonna run a bungee right here. Bungee helps hold it in place. Obviously, duh, that's what bungees are for. The bungee. Bungee here up. Bungeed. And then take this, move this out of the way. Bam. Bungeed into place. And going nowhere. Where's he going? Nowhere. Perfecto. And we'll do some fine tuning on the back in a second. Now again, he's opening her up. Easy peasy. Of course, safety harness just to be safe. Safety harness, I guess. Fall protection. Adoy. My OCD's kicking in. Bring stitch line to the very edge. Crispy. Crispy, crispy, crispy. I want a donut. I'm hungry. All right, so now we should, once we pull this to the bottom, touch the truck, should, boom, cover the trailer. Is the tarp still on top of the other tarp? Bam, that's what we're looking for. Means you're clear to get down now. Now don't jump, because that shit will auto lock on you. And then, well, you take the stairs. Let's help him get down, get the stairs. That's it. You're gonna ride up there the entire time. And just so you guys know, this is my trainee. He's Jake from State Farm. He'll help you bundle your car insurance and home insurance for a great low price. But he ain't got no khakis, so. All right, let me unhook this. All right, you're unhooked, you're good. All right, take this. Hook that back up. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right. Sweet, let's go to the other side because that's where I got the camera set up. I'm gonna show you guys how to do the front corner, including you. How to do the front corner. How I got them crispy lines. First thing I'm gonna do, this is super duper important. I'm gonna double check, make sure that's actually gonna cover. That's gotta come down just a smidge. Perfect. All right, first thing I'm gonna do, oops, so almost punched you. All right, I'm gonna find the first D-ring that's against the load that's on the side towards the front. All right, so I wanna use this one because it goes past the front, so I'd use this one. It's important. If you can remember this step, you'll remember the rest of the steps I'm about to show you. So, just put a bungee, fold her up, make it somewhat presentable, somewhat decent. All right, she's classy, let's keep it that way. Like the curves, the rotations, the smoothness. All right, so now I'm gonna do, and this is just to help hold the tarp in place for now. That's all I'm doing. The reason why I did that is now, all this extra stuff up front, see how it's all nicely folded up underneath? All right, so I wanna keep that crispy front. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for this stitch line right here, this one. With this already folded up, it's catching the trailer. So now I can shove all that towards the front. Now I have this stitch line. See? Now, I got my crispy front. See how I did that? See how I did that? The reason why I do that is aerodynamics. Something you wouldn't think about as a truck driver, but we actually gotta think about. When you're driving, the wind hits it. So when the wind hits it, it's gonna go this way, right? So if I have everything tucked in here, I got my bungees, this is on the corner, wind's gonna hit it, come across. All right. If you had something opposite where you tried to fold this in the front, well, the one's gonna hit it and then it's just gonna get wind inside your tarp. All right. And then got all this extra stuff right here, but a couple of bungees will make that disappear, and then she looks super uber duper pretty. So then I would just take said bungee, bring it up, because it's the front of the tarp, so I always want it pulling towards the back. I don't know what it is, a lot of trainees, when they do it, they'll like hook, come straight down. But it kind of defeats the purpose. I mean, on the side that makes sense, right? But, bam. There, now I got my corner. And if I want to get really extra, I can just do this. And again, 45 degree, pulling towards the back. Now we're done, the front's done. Well, at least this side of the front's done. You'll still have to do your side. Now, solo, a very big thing, especially when you're solo, because eventually you're gonna be solo. You don't wanna go get the ball rolling. Next thing you know, you go ahead and you bungee down one side of the tarp. Next thing you know, you come on the other side, the whole tarp pulled that way. So to help prevent that, you're just gonna have a couple placement bungees, nothing too fancy. Like one right here, and then, I don't know, I'll do one right here. And all this bungee's for is to put some tension on the tarp, on this side of the tarp. So now when you start bungeeing the other side on this tarp, this will help kind of hold the tarp on this side so you won't pull the whole thing the other way. And the same with this one. And this is the center. So what I do is I throw a bungee right here. Again, getting that nice fold so she looks pretty. Slap another bungee right here. Again, pulling backwards. The only thing that's gonna pull forward is the back, obviously. And then everything else is gonna just pull straight down. Boom. Now my tarp's in place, and all I have left to do, because the back's already done, is just literally go down the two sides. So the bungees are in the headache, or in the side of the headache rack, so grab a bundle of bungees and go ahead and start working the other side. And I'm gonna record you while you do it. So that way we can see if you learned anything. Boop, boop. All right, so especially for new guys and gals, the front corner happens to be the hardest thing for them to grasp. I don't know what it is. Well, it's probably because it's new to them. So I'm gonna set this camera up, and then we're gonna watch and see how well he does it, and see if there's any mess ups. And then I'm gonna finish my side. Look at that, look at that. Let's make sure we're not covering any lights though. Cause you got this light right here you're covering.
Okay.
So, I mean, this looks good. You just gotta fix this, put it up underneath the load so you don't cover that light. Cause you gotta have that light visible. Or then DOT gonna be very mad at you.
You wanna keep DOT happy?
Exactly. A happy DOT is a happy company. So then you don't get DOT violations. Happy dog, just a happy dog. Perfect. Almost done. Look at that crispy tarp job. So crisp. God. All right, let's see. As he finishes up doing his side, my side's already done. I win. Yeah, so that's how you use the steel tarp. That's how you tarp with the steel tarp. It's pretty easy. As you can see, it's a very crispy looking load. I've been holding off on doing this because I wanted to find a load like this so I can show you guys. But yeah, as always, appreciate you guys coming. If it's your first time watching one of my videos, you're officially part of the LG family. It's awesome to have you guys here. Greatly appreciate it. You don't have to subscribe to the channel to be a part of the family, but it'd be greatly appreciated if you did, because it totally helps out the channel. And for those of you who return week after week and watching all my videos, you guys, as always, are amazing. Love you. Can't get enough of the LG family. You guys are super. But yeah, hopefully you guys found this video useful. And catch you on a different Tuesday. Later, guys.